Have you ever wondered why, by 10 a.m., you already feel like you've run a marathon? You sit at your desk, staring at a screen filled with emails, notifications, and tasks, and the mere thought of choosing what to do first feels paralyzing. You didn't wake up late, and you didn't physically overexert yourself, yet your mind feels utterly spent. This is not laziness, nor is it a lack of discipline. This is your brain running completely out of its daily decision energy before your day has even properly begun. The harsh truth is, you are not failing because you sleep in. You are failing because your precious cognitive budget is being silently drained by a chaotic world before you even have a chance to invest it in yourself.
Every single day, your brain is granted a highly limited, non-renewable cognitive budget. Every choice you make, from what to wear, to which email to answer, to whether you should check your phone, acts as a withdrawal from this mental bank account. Your brain does not distinguish between a critical career decision and a trivial social media scroll. Both consume the exact same fuel. By the time you navigate the morning rush, battle traffic, and respond to urgent but unimportant messages, your cognitive reservoir is depleted. You are left trying to make high-stakes life decisions with a brain that is running on empty.
We are constantly told that waking up early is about hustle, about grinding longer hours than everyone else. But that is a complete misunderstanding of how the human brain actually functions. Waking up early is not about the clock. It is about exploiting your brain's maximum cognitive budget before the rest of the world has a chance to lay claim to it. When you wake up before the chaos begins, you are stepping into a realm of untouched mental currency. You possess a full treasury of focus, willpower, and clarity, totally shielded from the demands, distractions, and digital noise of society. It is your ultimate unfair advantage.
Compare this to a reactive morning. The moment you open your eyes and immediately reach for your phone, your brain is instantly hijacked. You read an email that irritates you. You see a headline that causes anxiety. You scroll through social media, making micro decisions to like, comment, or ignore. Before your feet have even touched the floor, you have made 50 tiny, useless decisions. You have handed over your premium cognitive energy to algorithms designed to capture your attention. By the time you actually sit down to do deep, meaningful work, your brain is already fatigued, operating in a state of survival rather than creation.
Now, imagine a different reality. The world is completely silent. It is 5 a.m. There are no emails coming in, no social media updates to catch up on, and no one is expecting a response from you for at least another 3 hours. This is your sanctuary. In this quiet space, there is no competition for your attention. Your cognitive budget is entirely yours to spend. The choices you make here are deliberate, proactive, and deeply aligned with your long-term goals. You are not reacting to the world. You are setting the terms for how you will engage with it. This silence is not empty. It is full of immense potential. This is not just self-help philosophy. It is deeply rooted in human biology. During the early morning hours, your brain undergoes a natural hormonal shift. Levels of cortisol, the hormone responsible for alertness and focus, naturally peak. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the seat of your executive functioning, decision-making, and creative problem-solving, is highly active and uncluttered. Your brain is biologically primed for complex, high-level thinking. By leveraging this state, you can accomplish in 2 hours of focused morning work what would normally take 5 hours in the afternoon, when your energy is depleted and distractions are high. To protect your brain, you must learn to execute what we call the preemptive strike. This means completing your most critical, cognitively demanding task first thing in the morning, before the rest of the world even wakes up. If you are writing a book, designing a business, or planning your future, this is when it must happen. When you do this, you ensure that your highest quality brain power is dedicated to your highest priority goals. You are paying yourself first, cognitively speaking. No matter what chaos unfolds later in the day, you have already secured your primary victory. When you start your day proactively, you build a mental shield that lasts for the rest of the afternoon. Having already achieved your main objective of the day, your brain enters a state of calm confidence. You are no longer easily rattled by unexpected problems, difficult conversations, or sudden shifts in plan. Why? Because you aren't operating from a place of deficit. Your cognitive reservoir was filled, utilized intentionally, and now has a protective buffer. You handle stress with grace because your decision-making engine is not overheated. You control the day, rather than letting the day control you.
We must address the extreme cognitive cost of the seemingly harmless actions we take. Checking your social media feed or email for just 1 minute in the morning is a devastating blow to your focus. It forces your brain to process hundreds of inputs, faces, opinions, ads, notifications, each demanding a micro-evaluation. Your brain must ask, do I care about this? Do I respond to that? Does this affect me? By the time you put your phone down, you have initiated a process called attention residue. Pieces of your focus remain stuck to those digital interactions, leaving your mind fragmented and poorly equipped for deep work.
The early morning hours provide the perfect environment for entering the flow state, that elusive mental zone where time seems to stand still and your output becomes effortless and high quality. Flow requires two essential things: high biological energy and zero interruptions. In the afternoon, interruptions are inevitable, breaking your concentration every few minutes. But at dawn, the external silence matches your internal clarity. In this state of undisturbed focus, your brain connects ideas faster, solves problems more creatively, and executes tasks with remarkable precision, elevating your productivity to levels you never thought possible. During deep sleep, your brain undergoes a literal house cleaning process. The glymphatic system washes away metabolic waste, and your synapses are pruned, resetting your cognitive capacity. When you wake up, you are handed a pristine, clean slate. The morning is the only time of the day when this slate is entirely unmarked by the friction of daily life. To immediately scribble all over this clean slate with news, texts, and worries is a tragedy of wasted potential. By keeping your morning sacred, you preserve this neural purity, allowing your thoughts to be deeper, clearer, and far more original. Do not underestimate the compound interest of these early morning victories. Winning just 1 hour for yourself every morning equals 365 hours of focused, high-level work over the course of a single year. That is the equivalent of 9 full working weeks dedicated entirely to your personal growth, business, or passion projects. While the rest of the world is sleeping, reacting, or drifting through a fog of decision fatigue, you are systematically building your empire, brick by brick. Over time, this slight edge, compounding daily, creates an insurmountable gap between you and those who choose to sleep in. It is crucial to understand that waking up early is not a rigid dogma. It is a personalized framework. It is not about forcing yourself to wake up at 4 a.m. if your body is deeply exhausted. It is about identifying your personal cognitive peak and protecting it fiercely. If your peak is at 6 a.m. or even 7 a.m., the principle remains exactly the same. The first few hours of your conscious day must be heavily guarded. It is about creating a buffer between your awakening and your engagement with the outside world. Customize this rhythm to suit your biology, but never compromise on the sanctity of those initial, highly potent hours.
How do you transition from a chaotic, reactive morning to a powerful, proactive dawn? You do it by building a fortress of simple habits. Start by placing your alarm clock across the room so you must physically get up. Never check your phone for the first 60 minutes of your day. Prepare your workspace the night before so your brain doesn't have to waste a single drop of decision energy deciding what to work on. By automating your morning routine, you eliminate all friction, allowing you to glide smoothly from sleep straight into high-leverage focus without experiencing any internal resistance.
Your mind is your most valuable asset, and its daily decision energy is its most precious resource. Do not let the world squander it on trivialities. Reclaim your mornings, reset your brain's decision fatigue, and choose to operate from a position of absolute power. Waking up early is not a punishment. It is the ultimate act of self-respect. It is the moment you decide that your dreams, your focus, and your cognitive health are worth protecting. The quiet dawn is waiting for you. Step into the silence, claim your mental budget, and build the life you were truly meant to live.